Good afternoon. No, I don't know. It's 6 p.m. evening. I don't know what time is time. First of all, congratulations, Eccentric and Blue for first and third, respectfully. Hello, Blue. Hello, Eccentric. Hello, Irian. How are you guys all doing today? Hello, Blue. I know. Surprise stream today. I was like, I want to play Against the Storm and see what that's like, because this is not a game I would normally stream, because it's a game that I just tend to play very just like, it's my chill game, even though it's technically supposed to be way more stressful than that, because if you're playing this with a certain level of chill, you're supposed to increase the difficulty, but that's not something that I usually do. So, I can finally see stuff about this game. Hell yeah, Blue, because it's in 1.0. It's full release. I mean, there's going to be lots more content from what I understand. They're not just going to toss it out and that's it. But, I mean, even if they do, the game has a lot of content. So, yeah. Want to see you play it for so long? Well, now you get to. Whether it's going to be good or not is a completely different story. I have zero idea what this game is. Well, it is a roguelike city builder. Roguelite city builder, sorry. I chose my words poorly there. It is a roguelite city builder. With goals and story. And challenges at every turn. Why not just hit play and find out together? Because I've started a new file, because I'm like, I'll just start from scratch. We'll start from scratch.
The world is plagued by the Blight Storm, a vile cycle of destruction ravaging everything in its path. The only safe haven is the smoldering city where the mysterious Scorched Queen reigns. You are one of her viceroys, a pioneer sent into the wilds, tasked with establishing new settlements and acquiring valuable resources for the crown. Your goal is to help rebuild the smoldering city and secure the future of the Queen's subjects.
And that's basically all you need to know story-wise. You're a viceroy, and you make sure... Game launched me. Navigating your village will increase your... Wait. Neglecting your villages will increase the race upon you. Yes, I'm aware of these things. I don't need the tutorial. Fine, we'll do the tutorial. Whatever. Fulfilling your duties increases. Yes. Choose new blueprints. We can only pick the woodcutter. Space to resume time, but we're not going to do that because we always prep stuff first. Wait, am I allowed to skip the tutorial? Skip tutorial. Perfect. Settlement will not survive and although it will take refugees. Yes. Doom, 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 doom. Well, too dang bad. I'll explain as I go. Are you really about to make me do another tutorial? Goodness gracious. Skip tutorial. They're making me do so many things right now. Wow, they throw a lot at you at the beginning, hey? Hold on, flame. Lost over there. That one's a good one. Rich flame. I've never pulled that card before. Interesting. Okay, so basically how it works is, I presume they're already forcing me to build. Yeah, you gotta buy the first one. So, essentially the way the game works is you plop down a settlement in an area on the world map. And it will tell you how many resources of the 3 resources you get. Food stocks, machinery, and artifacts. And if you succeed in that settlement thriving, essentially, we'll get more to it later, you'll get those resources. And the roguelite part of it is, as you do that, you will start accumulating those resources, which you can then start implementing into this tree to essentially make the game, how to say it, to add more strengths to the introduction to the game, to make, technically to make it easier, or to give you more of an advantage to start with. You still have to, like, know what you're doing in order to make things, like, actually work. But, like, for instance, you know, like here, if you pick Monastery of the Vigilant Flame level 1, the everlasting flames, you gain plus a permanent 2% reduction to fuel of the hearths. Get to that later. Also get to, hey Brian, how's it going?
Here comes the
Oh my god, Erwin, 16
Holy
months.
shit, that's a long time.
Holy shit, that's a long time. How are you, Erwin? Thank you so much for stopping by, and of course, thank you for the resub. Lurking while cooking. Well, I hope the cooking goes nice and smooth for you. But, like, you get access to embarkation, bonus stone, or clay. The thing is those are new choices that you can pick when you start. Whereas, like, this one, for instance, gives you, you have a permanent minus 2% to the speed of which the Queen's Impatience grows. We'll deal with that in a second. Now make some hot tea. Hell yeah, Brian, that's what we do. Place to report. Oh, we want this one because the deeds are important for experience stuff. Because when you get deeds, you actually start getting, like, experience points and such. So, like, for instance, finish your first game after the tutorial. If you get it, you get access to the Viceroy quarters. So you have your own little corner in the smoldering city, blah, 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 blah. Like, you get stuff. So tired, everything hurts, but I hope your stream is lovely. And hello to Fracture. Yeah, chat, friends, blah, 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 blah. Just rushing to finish everything before going live myself. Hell yeah, everyone. And then you'll get, like, Honor Badge, which gives you experience points, and experience, you know, lets you break through these barriers to get access to new things, etc. But sometimes you also get access to stuff like home decorations and, like, actual things that you can put into the game. Some of this stuff, I believe, is actually important for later stuff, but I'm not sure because I've only gotten so far into the game myself. But now, as you see, because we got the deeds, we got a building unlock. So I believe that's the deeds building, technically. And I believe, like, buildings start popping up in random places as you get more and more stuff. And then you have your game history, but these technically don't matter because they were... Oh, well, they technically failed if it looked by the look of it, because we left them because they were tutorial towns. And now you're going to give me more tutorial, right? The world governed by the eternal Blightstorm cycle, which is the bottom here. It is almost upon us, so no caravans are allowed to embark. Please press the button in the lower, which is technically not true. Technically, between here and here is many, many years, but it's not going to. So it's just like, just finish the cycle. And it's like, all right, we'll finish the cycle. Why not? So you get to see the cool little cinematic of, like, the Blightstorm, which is... somehow the city holding back against all the storms. Your goal as a viceroy is to reach the ancient seals with your caravan, and reforge them, pushing back the Blightstorm. You're almost ready to venture out on your own. Choose a tile inside of the embarkment range to begin. So here's what we were saying before. So if you're hovering over, you know, you can only go X amount of spaces away from the initial capital. So you can go like here, 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 da, 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 da. And as you see at the top left there, different places, like different tiles, have different things. So like this one is the Royal Woods. This one is Marshlands. This is the Scarlet Orchard. This is... Oh, this is more marshlands. For some reason, I thought that was a different place. So, like, each one of those has different things. But then there's also these structures on the map. Like, this one is a royal outpost. A world map modifier. Proximity of the royal outpost makes it easier to communicate with the crown. The pool of order choices increased by 1. So, and then, like, this one is the watchtower. Discovering glaives does not increase hostility. Like, we'll get into that more later, but, like, these are good things. Basically, what you want to do... Oh, also, you can see there an effect, which we'll look at in a second, but underneath of that, you see the reward, which in this case is food stock, and also shards. Shards are very important to us, because you need X amount of shards. As you can see here, you have to do this bronze shard at a difficulty of settler, and you need 4 shards. If you don't have 4 shards by the time you get there, you can't seal the seal. And then even then, you still have to complete the mission, which can be rather difficult. But the reward for that is you get 10% more resources at the end of the cycle, and the cycle duration increases by 8 years, which is actually important because there's X amount of years per cycle. So, like, let's say we made it to, like, here, and the cycle ends, and it's like, oh, but we're right next to the seal, and it's like, blight storms are coming, you gotta start over, and every time that the blight storms happened, the map is wiped. You have to start from scratch again. So even if you had a long colony this way, it's just like, nope, those are all gone. This outpost will not be there anymore. Most likely the watchtower will not be there. And it'll just be like, well, that's just how it be. But we'll go this way for now, just for simplicity's sake. So we zoom in. This marks the perfect way to come from down. Choose the difficulty. Beware and experience vessels in the last one. So I'm just going through stuff really fast because I'm just like, yeah, I know. Finally ready to embark on your own. Remember, there's always a way out. Experiment and adapt. May the storm be gentle on you, Viceroy. Thank you. So, a couple different things. One, we get to see our stuff. So there's a bunch of different difficulties. There's Settler, Pioneer, Veteran, Viceroy, and Locked. I believe, if I recall correctly, I was watching Psycho Olive a little bit earlier today, and apparently this has, like, a Prestige, which is, like, if you're comfortable with Viceroy, Prestige just, like, is, like, the next difficulty level. And what's important about this is... So, as you see, right now we're on Settler. We're on the easiest difficulty, which is villagers eat less food. That is the gimmick for Settler. But we get 14 food stocks, we get 1 shard, and we get 30 experience. Fertile soil is average amount, which I don't think really matters to us right now, but it will later when we get access to more stuff. And so the big thing about the game is we have to fill up a bar while trying to avoid filling up another bar or letting another bar fill up. The 2 bars are reputation, which is what you're trying to get. You're trying to fill the reputation bar. If you make it to 12 reputation, you win. Like, that's the winning thing for that particular settlement. Now, however, while that's happening, the Queen's impatience is slowly rising over time. And if it fills, that's a loss. You lose at that point. So what you're trying to do is to fill the reputation bar while not letting the Queen's impatience fill up. Those are the 2 important things. Now, the conditions. Because we're playing on Settler, we have 2 positive effects. We don't know what they are until the game starts, and we have 1 negative effect. In addition to the fact that we are in the Royal Forest, we have Gift of the Woodlands. The Royal Forest is lush and rich with timber. Trees give more wood. That's just a permanent thing on this particular map. Like, you will always get more wood when you cut down trees. That is just how it is. And it will tell you some resources, like when you cut down trees, there's a percentage chance that you'll get access to resin, get access to plant fiber, and get access to eggs. And the natural resources that are on the map are like clay and fiber and berries and mushrooms and roots, vegetables, meat, eggs, and a sea marrow. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And then at the end, you get to choose between... you get to choose more later, but for now you get to choose between 2 different like caravan starter packs. Question mark means that you don't know which other species is coming with you there. For this one, you know for a fact that you're getting humans and that you're getting lizards. If you pick this one, you know for a fact that you're getting beavers. And no problem, Blue. I'm just going to keep going. If you have any questions when you get back, just let me know. Now, because we're just starting, these are the 3 races. Or races, species, I don't know if they're considered... Okay, they're classified as species in this game. So if I pick this one, I know that the 3rd one is still going to be beavers. But later down the line, there will be different species, and you'll have to, like... Each species has, like, specific things they do better than others in the game, which is important in order to, you know, like, have certain play styles. I like always playing knowing that I have beavers because they're really, really good woodcutters, and I like woodcutting in this game, so we're probably going to pick that one. And we're just going to grab these 3 because those are the embark points. Oh, right, didn't explain that yet. So we start with embarkation points. So far we get 3, so we get to pick 3 things on here that we want to take. As of now, we have 3 points. There are 3 options. They're all worth 1 point, so we take all of them. And we can technically name our settlement, but I don't have a name off the cuff for the settlement, so we're just not going to name it. So we're just going to embark. Easy. Also, I need to increase the volume a little bit. All right, so our bonuses... Settler's Luck... Villagers have a 35% chance of not consuming... Oh my god, that's nice. And then our bonuses are... Scavenging. Increases the chance of bringing back twice the goods from the glade event solved during the drizzle. Okay. And increases the speed of which travelers are alive. Ooh! Okay. Wait, do we even have access to travelers yet? One moment, please. We do have access to a trade post. Okay. Perfect. Alright, so on a side note, this is the game. This is where the majority of the gameplay is. It's City Builder. So you got your roads and your different, like, food product gathering places and your food places and your houses and your production and your, I don't know what this is technically called, utilities, I think is the correct word. And your decorations, and you just put stuff down and have a good time. The goal being is that this bar at the bottom here, reputation, makes it to 12 before the Queen's impatience goes up to 14. Which goes up, it tells you exactly how much time is going to pass when stuff happens. So right now the Queen's impatience goes up by 0.25 every minute. So you have X amount of minutes. So every 4 minutes it goes up by 1. These little dots at the bottom means that you get access to new blueprint rewards, which come up as like cards, and you have to pick one of 3. And I don't know if we're gonna find any. Ooh. I'm gonna gamble on plantation for this one. We're gonna grab... Let's go with the kiln. And that boy. Let me just make sure we got it. Okay. So as you can see, there's a bunch of resources that are currently on the map. So here's our little fellas. There's most of our beavers and a couple of humanes. The silly humanes. All one of them. But as you can see, you know, we see some mushrooms over here, which require a small herbalist camp in order to gather. You need a stonecutter's camp in order to gather the clay. Wood gets cut by a woodcutter's camp. But a big thing is these little pockets that you can't see into. It's pretty much demanded that you push into those. You cut your way into them. If there is no symbol on it, it usually just has some small resources, sometimes a little thing that you can interact with, but nothing dangerous. And if it has a dangerous glade, it means, well, this glade contains a threat, but it also gives plenty of rewards in return. These are normally the ones you want to push into once you've kind of established yourself a little bit, because there will be quests in there. Well, quests. There'll be interactable things in there that can help you increase your reputation, which will help you fill that bar faster, which is a good thing. In the meantime, I'm just going to play the way that I normally do, which is mushroom and woodcutter. Because we're going to start pushing in this direction first, I feel is the correct way to go. And where's our woodcutting? Or stonecutter? Which we'll put right there. And then, because I am a sucker for having some good paths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 6. We go like that. And then we activate them. We start making the boys move around. Now, dirt paths don't require any materials, but later down the line we'll get access to like stone roads and later even like these. I can't remember what the roads are called, but they use copper. And as you can see here, like these roads, it's just like they gain an extra 5%, which is not a super big amount, but it's something. We appreciate it. So now we've built these, and it's just like, hey, no workers. What to heck, my dude? And it's like, don't you worry, bud. Send in the workers. We need them. Put you and you in there. The thing is, though, is as you're putting workers in there, you're reducing your builder population. So right now, if you see at the top left here, we have a population of 9. But we only have 3 builders at the moment because everybody else is at work. So we're kind of in that fun little situation where it's like, stuff is building a little bit slower because people are working. But we need people to be working because otherwise we're not getting resources. So you have that fun little thing where it's like, okay, well, you need a certain amount of builders, at least early on, to make sure that stuff's being built. But you also want to make sure that people are gathering resources. Also, another thing. Ooh, hold on. What do we got here? Send looting. Every time that you open, send a band cast hostility reduced by. Ooh, that's not bad. So, this game goes in cycles when you're playing in the game. Like a year passes, and every time a year passes, you get to choose a cornerstone, and they'll just be from a random deck which grows as you play through the game. And you kind of try to pick based on the stuff that works the best for you. So in this case, silent looting sounds like it's a pretty good one, because in these glades, abandoned caches are not uncommon. And if you send them to, you can either take them for yourself or you can send them to the cathedral. If you send them to the cathedral, it reduces the hostility by minus 15 points, which is up here. The hostility of the forest. Bunch of different factors go into that specifically, but ultimately, the higher up the hostility level gets, the less people are happy, the more likely that people have the potential to leave, the more likely you are to have a cascading spiral effect where everybody leaves and doom and gloom, all hope is lost, yeah, etc., etc. P.S. I'm aware that I'm not explaining things super well, and I apologize for that. I just want to play the game. I like this game. It's a fun game. You build things and you watch the place get bigger, and you go like, yo, woodcutters, cut that area specifically, please. Thank you. Now, here's the other important thing. Every X amount of time, you get access to orders. So I don't remember how long this one takes. I think this one takes 3 minutes to get to, then it's 10 minutes, then 22 minutes and 30, etc. What happens is essentially the Citadel is like, yo, you have things that you need to do for us. You can't just be making this town. You need to be doing things. So you're like, all right, choose an order. So you get two options. You either get, in this case, we drew sheltered, which means the objective is to make sure that at least 8 people have basic housing fulfillment and that we can deliver 20 wood. AKA, when we do this, we lose 20 wood, like, immediately once we send it forth. But our rewards are we get boxes of planks, we get baskets of berries, and we get 3 random villagers. And we get 1 reputation point. So succeeding these is important, but you have to pick between 2. The other one is keep beavers resolve above 16 for 30 seconds, and in doing so you get access to 2 more beavers join your colony rather than just 3 randoms. Get access to roots, and you get access to some parts, and you also get a point. I can't for the life of me fully figure out how to do resolve properly. I'm not good at resolve. I don't fully understand it, but I can keep it high enough that people don't leave. So I normally pick this one because it's pretty easy when you have 9 people to be like, all right, 8 of them need to be under a roof for at least 20 seconds. It's like, okay, build 3 houses because every house has 3 slots. Boom, easy. Like immediately that's fulfilled. Wood, I love being like a woodcutter in this game, so this is an easy one to do. So we'll take that one. The next one is, well, either have a heck ton of paths, 35 of them, and in doing so, you get access to the perk that you actually that your people craft roads faster, any kind of road, and some stone, and you get a point. Whereas this one, it's like, well, just have 2 woodcutters at all times and have 30 wood available. In exchange, you get more people, you get parts, and you get resin. I think we're gonna grab this one because it's really easy to do that one. And then for the third one, we either deliver wood or deliver building materials. I don't have access to that, but I don't have any tools either. We'll grab that one because those are the simple ones. So basically at the moment, we're just in a position where it's like, hey, most of this is just, hey, do you have some roads? Yes. Perfect. Do you have wood? Yes. Do people have a roof over their head? Yes. All right, perfect. Easy points for you. Oh yeah, I wanted to increase the volume a little bit. It feels like it's kind of quiet. Where's the volume? Increase volume by a little bit. Increase master volume. There we go. Really get immersed. And while that's all happening, a couple of important things. One, we have the ancient hearth. The heart of the colony is protected by the holy flame. Villagers gather by to rest, eat, and receive clothing. If the fire goes out, people will lose hope. If you do not have fuel for the hearth, their resolve will nosedive. But there's a bunch of different kind of fuel. There's coal, there's the sea marrow, there is oil, and there is wood. Wood is pretty abundant. Early game, you'll have a lot of wood. I feel like now I've accidentally boosted the game to a little bit too loud. Let's reduce that by just a tad. But later down the line, when wood starts becoming like an important resource for like other things, like making planks, boom, there you go. We have one of our glaives, or glades, just opened up. So this area is revealed, so it tells us what's there. There's some flex fields, there's some moss broccoli patches, there's a bunch of fertile soil, so I'm glad that I took that farm, and an abandoned cache, which is what we were talking about earlier. And what you can do with the abandoned cache is either break it open. It will tell you all the stuff that you'll get out of it. Like if you break it open and you have the resources, which we don't have any of the resources we require in order to do that, and we put people to it, it will take 1 minute, and we'll get access to bundles of herbs and roots. Set in a fantasy world tormented by everlasting rain. Hi, Flossie! Yeah, you should be right at home here. How you doing, Flossie? I'm just going through and explaining how things work. Whereas if you have tools, which unfortunately we don't, which you can see if we hover over it in the top right of the tooltip, you see that little chest. There's a 0 beside it. So right now we can't crack it open and send it off to the Citadel. But if we do, we would get an amber pouch. Amber is basically the currency of this game. And we would get 0.5 reputation with the crown. Fortunately, we can't do either of those at the moment, so we just let it go for now. And we're just gonna let the game keep playing because we just don't have enough peeps at the moment yet to do or to start doing any major expansion, but we are going to push. Oh wait, we do have enough wood right now to do logistics. I'm another 30% closer to fuller health. That's a very particular number that you've got there, Flossie. But we actually do have the 39 paths that they wanted us to do, basic logistics. So if we hover over it, it tells us what we get. We get access to the 10% path building speed. We get access to stone, which was important to open up this box. And we get 1 point of... I'm full of particular numbers. Is that... But are you full of whole numbers? Whole with a W. Frickin' subtitles. But if we click on it, ba-doom! We have done the thing. As you can see at the bottom here, our reputation has gone up by 1. And the Queen's impatience goes down. Hey, Nivek, how's it going? What happens is when you complete reputation stuff, the Queen's impatience goes down a bit. So it's, you know, it's the idea of just like, you know, the ruler is like, what is even happening in that one frickin' town? They're not doing anything. They're not sending anything. Grumble, 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 grumble. And then all of a sudden, a shipment shows up. And they're just like, all right, we'll give them some more time. How you doing, by the way, Nivek? Not all the time. Sometimes it's 73.7%. Is that sometimes 73.7% is the vibe. Is it, Flossie? Well, still, I'm glad that you're feeling better, and I am doing all right. My brain is scattered right now, and I don't normally do Gorilla streams, but the game became 1.0 today, so I really wanted to play it. So I'm just like, heck it. Let's do it. Now, if you see these little marks on the bar, they let you... What's new in the 0.0? Honestly, Flossie, I'm not sure. I think they added a new game mode, which I'm not going to touch because I'm not far enough in the game to actually be aware of that. Stroopwafel. It had, how to say it, it added something else. I can't remember off the cuff because I didn't read the thing. Look, it's at 1.0. It gives me an excuse to play it, and what more excuse do I need? Ooh. Oh, wait, we want to upgrade this because it means we get more mushrooms per. So because I grabbed that, very nice. Is that what you wanted? Can't argue with that logic. Well, thank you, Brian. So, fun things about this. I don't know if you actually consider it fun, but still. So, the mushrooms, as you can see, have a certain amount of charges on them. They have 15 charges, so every time that our peeps go over and harvest from it, it takes 1 charge. And when we do that, we get access to mushrooms, and we have a 20% chance each time to get access to insects. Insects are a food type, mushrooms are a food type. When you increase places' what do you call it? Skill, I guess is the best way to describe it. I didn't know that was, but now that you ask, yes. Oh my goodness. Hold on, let me try and find a thing here really quickly. Okay, there you go. So you see how for the small foragers camp, it has a 1-star for grain, a 1-star for roots, and a 1-star for vegetables. Those stars both implemental. Let me just read it from here. This recipe is faster and allows gathering from larger nodes. So in terms of this, there can be mushroom patches that are very large. Luna D, I'm not even being a Grinch right now. I'm being excited about game. There are certain patches, or how to say it, there are certain resource nodes that are particularly larger and they require a higher level. Oh, I'm sure, Luna D. I bet you say that to everybody that you bully. So there will be resources. So let's say that this, well, in this case, let's go back to here. So let's say that we have our small foragers camp and we find vegetables like over here. Bully. I am not a bully. So these are vegetables, and they require a 1-star in order to gather. So we could build the small foragers camp, put it within range, and people could gather from it. However, there could also be, and we don't have access to that yet, so I can't quite show it. You don't suck. Don't you try to like smooth talk your way out of this one. You can get access to resource nodes sometimes that will be like a 2x2. And in the case of that, it would require a 2-star recipe in order to be able to gather, which in this case, the small forager, if it was, let's say, vegetables, it couldn't do it. That would be a resource we just couldn't get access to. It's too complicated for our particular camp to be able to do something with. Whereas, because we've just leveled up our small herbalist camp to a herbalist camp, if we were to get a 2x2 square mushroom area, it could gather that because it is of a high enough, let's say, research level in order to be able to do something with it. So there is actually a lot of choice to be had when it comes to picking your cards, like your different blueprints that you can get access to. Because you could potentially pick, like I got lucky here. This area is technically farmland. If you grab the farm patches and put it over top and then put the plantation nearby, you can attach workers to it and they will plant on those fields. The thing is though, if you early on, because before we saw this glaive, I didn't know that there was the farmlands in there. If I had grabbed this card, this blueprint, over something else, and then it turned out that I didn't find any farmland really early on, that would have been like a big issue because I wasted not wasted, but I gambled and lost on one of the 3 blueprint options that I get access to, if that makes sense. Luckily, the game is being kind to me and is letting me have this. Also, we're building some houses in the middle there because we have this thing here. We also have this one already, which we should do. Hello, Artificer. How's it going, my dude? Long time no see. Hope that life has been treating you well so far. Howdy do. All right, see? We just got access to enough houses for people to live in. So we need to hold on to that. Oh, I love that little sound of letting you know that we're back. What time era are we in? Cleanse year 1. I think this is the drizzle. So now we're in like the happy zone for a little bit, which means, oh no, they're not active yet. It tells us when they're active. But now, because we've let people stay in houses, which also keeps their resolve up, we can now do these. Unfortunately, they both take wood, so we have to pick them one at a time. So, it's probably best that we pick this one. So now we've lost a bunch of wood. But we'll get more wood back in a second. But now we have more people, so we actually need more houses. The first part, I made the first part of the move and got a part-time job while searching for a full-time job. Hell yeah, Artificer. I've currently got the flu. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear. That's no good. And this game looks interesting. It is a roguelite city builder. It is, when I first saw, I've been keeping an eye on it for a while. And then at one point I saw Psych Olive play it. And I was just like, oh no, this looks like something I'd like. Heck it, it's on sale, let's buy it. Started playing it, was like, oh no, this is something I like. Oh, I'm sorry, also, yeah, because we got another point, we can get access to another blueprint. So we can either get access to a cookhouse, a smokehouse, or a temple. So the cookhouse can do 2-star. So important thing about the two different things. So resource gathering places, the higher the star level determines the more complex things or the stronger things that it can harvest. For crafting stations like the cookhouse, the higher the star, the less resources it needs in order to make new things. Hey, Cobalt, how's it going? And no problem at all, my dude. Always happy to see you pop in and say hello. So, for instance, if this thing could do skewers 1 star, let's say that it would take like 10 resources to make X amount of skewers. But because it's 2-star, let's say it now needs 7 resources to make X amount of skewers. There's actually a thing in this game where, because you can see right here, right? If you're looking at, hold on, let me do the star here really quickly. If you hover over it, it will tell you what things can make it, what star level they can make it at, and if you have it based on if it's lit up. You can see that we have a kiln. We haven't built it yet, but we have access to a kiln. I'll get to those in a second, Cobalt. Meaning that the kiln will take X amount of material. Hold on. We can do one even better. Hold on. We'll go find the kiln in the list. Where's the kiln? So the kiln takes 6 insects and 5 wood to make 10 jerky. What was the place called again? The smokehouse? Smokehouse, there you go. The smokehouse takes 4 per 10. Still takes the same amount of wood, but only needs 4. That doesn't seem like much, but that's every single time. Every time that the smokehouse makes jerky, it costs 2 less insects than the kiln does. So there's a balancing act involved in that, where you need to be like, okay, how badly do I need jerky? Let's say you have a really high lizard population. The lizards love jerky. It's like, okay, I probably need that, so I'm going to be making a lot of it, and I don't have a lot of insects coming in. I should probably get the smokehouse card. Blueprint, rather. I keep calling them cards because they're not entirely incorrect in terms of that. But yeah, but then at the same time, you're just like, well, the cookhouse can make skewers, biscuits, and pigment. Biscuits are for humans, I believe. Skewers, I believe, are for also lizards. And pigment is used for other things. But also, we could grab the temple. The temple has it that if you have 3 people working there, the Sacrament of the Flame will activate. There can be nothing more sacred than a flame in a world soaked in rain. For every 300 seconds spent sacrificing goods to the ancient hearth, hostility is reduced by -10. The bonus is added retroactively. Sacrificing multiple resources at the same time will proceed this inner timer faster. Same building effects do not stack. So there's a bunch of different buildings like this that I've only just kind of gotten into a little bit. They're all such enticing options. Yeah, exactly. All of these are good. And sometimes that's the best part, Flossie. Sometimes you get a hand like this and you're like, none of these are good. Like, none of these help me at all. And I just have to pick one and just, you know, like, stuff it in the bottom drawer and never think about it again for this run. Let's do that hydrate and that stretch really quick. Thank you again, Cobalt. And we're gonna stretch. Also, I don't know why I'm in such like and to the right. Why I'm in such an explainy mood. I was literally just gonna start playing and be just like, yeah, we're just gonna play and just chat. You know, it's just gonna be a simple stream, and now it's just like, oh wait, people don't know what this game is or how it works. I mean, I don't know what this game is or how it works, but I know a little bit more than the people who've never played it before. So I can do a little bit of explaining. And we shake out our wrists. Also, Flossie, help me. We have had highs of like 3 Celsius and lows of like -4 to 7 for like the last week. And right now it is 9 degrees outside. I am sweating. It is so warm. And we're probably going to just grab the smokehouse. We can't really get access to it yet regardless because we need specific resources for it. I will trade. It's so cold here. I'll take it, Solarcy. Also, hello, Solarcy. How are you? It's going from -3 to 13. Oh, that's what's happening to us tomorrow. We got a high of 12. I'm going to literally just turn into a puddle and die. It's going to be terrible. Wait, we have a human somewhere doing something. And we're gonna... Because we don't have tools, unfortunately, we're just gonna have to pick this one instead, so... Yeah, we need the food regardless, so... You and you, please go deal with that. Thank you kindly. We still have 2 builders, and they're not doing anything. So we're just gonna turn that into some farmland. I hope that you're doing well so far, Solarcy. Also, congratulations on making it to the weekend. That's for everybody, mind you, but specifically to Solarcy. It's me clapping for you making it to the end of the week. It's -7. And it was better than this. Oh yeah, also it also always rains in this game if you haven't noticed already. And we'll grab that one. So we get a couple more peeps, which means we need to build more houses. I did have a shockingly good week. Hell yes, Larcy, that's what we're looking for. Alright, so at the moment we're using the woodcutters to just clear this area off a little bit. We just want to make a little bit of room because I do want to put a farm in here. But also I'm seeing that fiber over there, so we're going to have to be planting some more stuffs. Get to that later. We also have these guys currently set to only cutting the ones that the trees that I've marked, which means that they're not clearing out a bunch of stuff, which I normally tend to do. I'm just like, just, you know, cut down whatever's near you. But I want to go after the marked stuff first because I want to clear this area out so that it turns into some nice area that we can potentially expand into later. And we don't need to take out those trees specifically. Once that tree is down, though. Other positives. Proficiency. Okay. Is expansion paid for or earned? In terms of like moving outwards into this map, Flossie, we literally just cut down trees into these areas. That's all we have to do. The whole thing is just like, hey, we need to get into that area. All right, cut down these trees, please. And I mean specifically expansion as in, like, I want to clear it out so that we can build more stuff on it. Which I'm sure somewhere out there is just, like, rolling in their grave. Just like, I'm sorry, what? And it's just like, don't worry about it. There, we're going to get the farm started. We can't do anything with the farm yet, but we'll get there. Oh, and we have another blueprint that I didn't even notice. Bakery, flour. Oh, none of these are that great. Yeah, they're used for crafting. We don't really have any leather, so that's not really helpful. We don't have any wheat. We do have mushrooms, though. We use it for cooking another thing. You know what? We'll grab the rain mill. We'll do that. That makes sense. We had one rain, overcast, 1 week of being in an oven. Oh, goodness. Could we get a proper summer? This proper summer first? No. No, 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 no. Ah, crap. I forgot about that. Oh, that's another important thing. So, certain species have bonuses to certain jobs. For instance, dwarves are gifted woodworkers and engineers. Humans are good at farming and brewing. Lizards are good at meat production and at working in warm environments, so they're good with the heat. So, like, for instance, obviously the humans are going to be stuck on farms, and they're going to be used in, like, taverns and, like, breweries. Dwarves are going to be put in workshops and in woodcutting camps. And lizards are going to be put in, like, hunting cabins and in, like they are the best hearth managers, but they're also good in, like, kilns and anything that requires a lot of heat. Because that's just what they're good at. That's what they're that's what they are bodily designed for. That's over there, which we don't want. Oh. So off to the farms with you, please, and thank you. Sorry, my leg is also bouncing. I hope you guys can't hear that. I'm from hot climate. I need hot weather to refresh. You're silly, Solarcy. You can adapt accordingly. It's absolutely possible. I've literally been climatizing myself to winter for the last few weeks, which is why I'm sweating right now, because all of a sudden it's not negative temperatures anymore. Yeah, it's terrible. Now I need the freaking sliding door open just to, like, not cook in here. And the problem is that I can't have it open because everybody's so gosh darn noisy outside. Because I live in a stupid city that's full of stupid noisy people. Oh, and so if you noticed, we don't have any resources for these to pick up at the moment, which is a problem. But we can just shut them down for now. Be just like, all right, no more working there for a second. We'll call you when we need you again. And they're like, oh, okay. Oh, you see, the humans are starting to plant in the farm fields. And this place specifically is growing berries and plant fiber. Plant fiber is used for crafting. We did it. We survived another year. Oh, and we just cracked through the place. And all we get is flex fields. Well, It'll do. So, because it's a new year and the time has gone past, we get access to more peeps. What kind of species are these peoples? I already said they're beavers and they're humans. And we also have lizard folk at the moment. And right now, we get access to choice again. We can either get one beaver, one human, and a bunch of plant fibers. I'm sorry. No, you're fine. You're fine, Flossie. Or you can get 2 humans, 1 beaver, a few berries, and a pipe. 1 pipe. Very important. I think we're going to take this just because of the extra population more than anything else. We need the working hands. I do love the designs though, right? Because it's always raining. You know, the beavers have like their outfits on. The lizard folk have like the brimmed like umbrella-esque hats. The humans are actually, if I can get, where's a good human angle? They wear coats and like head ponchos. I don't really know how to describe them. I love the way they look, though. I think they're very neat looking. Brain. Oh, right. We also get an extra cornerstone. All right, so we get family gratitude. Get +1 to wood production, but you lose all fuel, and that's a lot of fuel that we'd be losing. That's just oil. I think we could actually pull it off. No, this one's a real gamble of a cornerstone because we have 67 fuel right now. If I click this, it removes everything that is considered in the fuel pile, which is wood, oil, and coal. But every tree that we cut down, we get 1 extra wood for. So like it is a skyrocketing of wood production. And because we don't have certain other things that we can use for this, I think it's actually a good gamble. Low fuel. I know it's low fuel, but we get more wood now every time. So just cut faster. That's how it works, right? Just, sir, we can't make ends meet. Just like, well, work harder then. Capitalism. That did not slurp as loudly as I had hoped that it would. Oh yeah, and some people don't have houses right now, and now we can't do anything about it because we don't have the wood to build that house. Whoops. Maybe did a little bit of an oopsie there, but it's okay. Everything is still going fine. All right, beavers, you can work on that. Actually, I guess one thing we could do, because we're kind of in this weird situation right now with the lack of fuel, and we still have the materials in order to do it, we'll just make another woodcutting step, another woodcutting camp. We'll just slice our way through. Hello, not the big boss. How's it going, my dude? I didn't even hear the first knocks. The game sound covered up the knocks. Oh no. And still, regardless, knock knock, who's there? It's not the big boss. Why is somebody closing the door again? Hello, there's been a while? Yeah, it has been a while, my dude. Where have you been? I was worried. I cried myself to sleep every single night. Uncontrollable. Flossie can attest to it. It's not true. I'm full of shit. Don't listen to me. Sacrifice coal and sacrifice wood in order to get... Ooh. That's not bad. And copper bars. Ooh, but this is tools, but we have to make pottery and wine, and we get bonus wine and reeds. Stinky notes. I have done nothing wrong. I'm innocent of these charges. Not quite there. Come on. And we'll classify it. That's for the sarcasm. Listen here, bub. This place is fueled by sarcasm. Okay, we probably want that one. Ooh, and we get access to Beaver Clan support. Ever since the Great Civil War, all species have been locked in a constant struggle to gain the Queen's favor. The Beaver Clan remembers your help. +3 to Beaver Resolve. We'll grab that one. Gotta keep the beavers happy, right? Where would we be without the beavers? Well, according to those papers, nowhere. Wait, did I not make... I didn't, did I? I didn't grab... Okay, well, we're gonna have to hope now that I can get access to a brewery at some point, because I kind of said no to the brewery situation. I'm realizing now that I grabbed the ability to, or grabbed one of the things in order to make wine, and I didn't really think about it, and we don't have the ability to make wine. I think I might have done a little bit of a yikes. A little bit of a whoopsie poopsie. Oh dear. Oh my. Heckin' yikes-erino, as some might say. But how are you, not the big boss? I hope that life has been treating you well so far. No wine. It's true. Flossie, I've doomed us all. All we can do is pray and panic. Unless one of these other places lets you build it, which I don't think it does. Well, you want building materials. That I have access to. And see, we already have 99 logs. Like, that's the power of the bonus wood cutting. The thing is, though, sometimes fuel and expansion... Oh, does it only do fuel? I'll have to test that at some point, because I realized I didn't register the fact that some of the stuff is not classified as fuel. Because if not, because fuel and expansion also has tools in it, and tools are valuable as frick. Like, you don't throw away tools casually. Have you been? I've been all right, my dude. Thank you for asking. All right. We don't need that. We don't need that. And you need that. Ugh. Oh, and we have just a bunch of copper? Okay, so we need to be able to make logs. We don't have access to that yet. Ooh, we got access to a new place. Mushrooms and more stuff and more fertile ground. Ooh, fertile ground is good. Please go start gathering those mushrooms. We're good on food right now, but food can be a definite thing. And there we go. We got access to the trade post. The trade post is valuable at times because of several things. One, we can sell stuff to the trade man for his amber. Two, we can buy stuff from the trade man to get, or with our amber, which we don't have any of at the moment. And three, they bring perks and blueprints, which can be life-saving sometimes. For instance, this guy gets bigger barrels, +2 ale production, gain additional ale for every yield, which is really, really, really good if you want a lot of ale and have the capability to do that, which I can't because I don't have a brewery, because I probably didn't choose it and I'm a dummy. But also, you can buy blueprints, aka the small farm or the herb garden in this case, from Zorg, I think is how you would say that, quartermaster of the First Dawn Company. I've got everything you need. If I don't have it, you don't need it. And he's here for 1 minute and 15 seconds. And He sells a bunch of things which are pretty good, but we don't have the capability to buy them, and we don't really have the resources to just toss that his way in order to sell stuff. So unfortunately, he's just gotta sit there. And we're gonna go, so sorry, bud. Ain't nothing we can do about it. There are things later where you can, like... And now my brain is suddenly shutting down. There are trade builds that you can do. Oh yeah, we don't have access to trade routes yet. We have to get the dim square level up first. The dim square is nice though. Essentially, trade routes will open up, which will start, in this case, only with the smoldering city. But as we make more settlements, we can trade with those other settlements. Hey, Scotty, and no problem at all. Thank you so much for the lurk, my dude. We can trade to those other places. It'll always be they have a certain, like, they'll have 2 requests, and we'll need specifically provision packs because we're going to be sending, you know, traders out. But in exchange, we can, if we have the stuff, we can get amber out of it. And then when, you know, like a new trader comes in, we can just be like, oh, we've got money and we're about to drop some, like, big stacks on this operation. And then you just, like, be like, I don't have enough of this. Just drop a bag of amber so heavy it breaks the table in half, and you're like, I'll take everything in your shop and also the shop. And they're like, it's just like, yeah, that's right. Just hand over the deed. I'll deal with the rest. Oh no, our foraging is done. Well. Obviously, it doesn't quite work that way, but, you know, bear with me on this one. Yeah, we don't need to cut that down. Let's put you over here so that both of you are working towards that goal. I just want to clear this out a little bit. Also, as you can see, we don't actually have that much reputation at the moment in comparison to the dreaded Queen's Impatience. Because I'm playing a very slow game at the moment for almost no reason. I'm being kind of a dummy derp-a-derp. Because sometimes it's just fun to just enjoy the game go a little bit slowly. Because sometimes it can get kind of a little bit more on the hectic side where you're like, I'm at half and I only have 3. I need to start hitting these. Do I have the population for it? Are my resources okay? How's my food doing? How's my construction doing? I mean, those are good times too, don't get me wrong. They're very fun. I will not discount those moments. They're a good time. But it's important to recognize that those moments do happen. Oh no. We're in storm season. Welcome back, Blue. So right now we have the effect happening, because it's storm season, looming darkness. The rampaging storm stifles the spirit of all living creatures. An additional stack of this effect is added for every hostility level. And right now we only have -4, so it's not too bad. Oh, Blue, I'm playing very, very slowly. Like, I'm explaining a lot of things. I'm proceeding at a very slow pace. I've got to go much faster and further if I want to make progress. Good progress. Actually, no, we'll move you over here because we do need to start making some progress at this point. So let's start doing that. Cute. Blue. We're playing in Britain. It always rains. Ask Flossie. She knows half the people in the game that we're playing right now. She knows this person. Heck, she probably knows this person. Flossie, confirm or deny? Holds microphone, pushes microphone closer. Confirm or deny. Poke, 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 poke. 100% accurate. See? Sunglasses. I really need to get some sunglasses for this character just to plop onto my face, just to be, like, able to do that really quick. The population is growing, which is good. I'm a little bit sad that we don't have access to the trade routes yet because they're actually very valuable. Yeah, the smokehouse can only make jerky, which we can't even really do anything with yet. And we technically should make the crude workshops so that we can make some planks, but... And we're back. We're back in the drizzle. Which means we get access to these lovely bonuses. Oh, we get access to more people. Ooh, more parts. I really would have liked having more humans. Because I kind of want to take this farming approach. But the parts are... No, we have to take that. It's more valuable. All right, cornerstone. Let's see if we get anything good. Oh, this one hurts. This one hurts. The value added trade is actually really, really good for when you have trade routes, because you can make packs of trade goods. Like, those are an item that you can craft in this game, and they can make you a fair amount of money.
Here comes
And thank you, Avatar.
Wat HAWU don't u Benjamin?
I don't think that was spelled completely correct, because it was having... Wat heb je gedaan met Benjamin? Oh, so because it's raining all the time, Benjamin has his cloak on. He needs to protect himself from the rain. And I think we're going to take the flame amulet. Help reduce that hostility a little bit. And yeah, it's raining all the time because we're playing in Britain, as Flossie has confirmed. And also now, because we have more peeps, we need to build some more houses. Oh, we can do that. Right. Can't believe we haven't done that. Park. So the hearth actually has levels. And they get unlocked the later you go, like the more tech you go, but we can always get level 1, encampment. And what you need to do is the requirements here. You need to have at least 8 people living within the range, so you need the houses, and you need 4 comfort. As you saw, it just activated. So we have the comfort now. So we have access to encampment. As you see, it looks a little bit different. And thank you, Dorn, so much.
Wills L3 BTS Mug.
Also, 20 months, my dude. God damn it. 2 years for Avatar. I didn't even see the 24. God damn. So what it does is, so I don't know the resistance to corruption. I believe that has to do with later difficulties. But the good thing is the global resolve. Resolve is the little green letters underneath of the names. These are important things. Because keeping resolve high means that people don't leave. And if they don't leave, then they stay. And that's good. Because otherwise, everything falls apart. Warcraft 3, early League of Legends 5. It has such nice art. Like, I love the way everybody looks. Like, I specifically love the fact that the lizard folk have, like, umbrella hats on. Because it's always raining. The beavers have, like... I think that'd be ponchos? Is that what I'm thinking of? Maybe I've got the incorrect thing. Like, big raincoats. And then the humans, I don't know what the hell the humans are wearing. They're wearing woven long headdresses that flow down their backs. But it's lovely, and I like it, and it's wonderful. And the gameplay is also enjoyable. It's probably not as enjoyable to watch because it's slow gameplay. And because I'm not doing, like, big hyper expansion stuff, because that's not really how I play. Hey, we got a new person. Trapper. Ooh. Ooh, and you buy the wood. Wait, how much wood could I actually steal from her? Or how much money could I actually steal from her? It's 25 a pop, unfortunately. So I'd only be able to get 18, which is not enough to get what I want to get. But we need money anyway, and we have lots of wood coming in, and congratulations on the second avatar. So we're going to do that. The Fog of War looks interesting. Oh, it's, how to say it, it's Hidden Glades. Low on fuel. We'll get fuel soon enough. We have so much wood. Or we have so much access to wood, rather, because it's just, it's all trees. It gets actually really interesting in some areas, like the coral areas. They still have forests, but they're made out of, like, coral. So, like, there's different types of trees. Some trees will go, well, like, they'll always give, hey, Ling, how's it going? Sometimes you'll always get wood from it, but sometimes you'll get, like, stone from coral. And in some of the creepier areas, you have a potential to get meat from the coral. And it's like, while you're harvesting the trees, you can also be increasing your meat supplies in order to make your jerky. Is this a city builder? It's a roguelite city builder. Yeah! It's very enjoyable. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get access to all the wood that I want before. Ah, there we go. And what do we have here? Clay pits. Wait. Ooh, wait. Oh, no. Hold on. We might be able to do something with this. We'll gamble. On the clay. Trade, and then we grab this one. We lost the opportunity there, but there is no combat in this game, Ling. So I'm gonna have to say, push back and say no on that one, unfortunately. I mean, there is some combat, quote, combat. It's not really combat, though. It's just managing stuff. And I haven't gotten a chance to try it, though. The trailer promised war. Did it? If it did, I haven't gotten that far yet. In which case, spoilers! Alright, let's see. Oh, that we can get. Ooh, and we get more. Oh, no, that's resolve. We don't like resolve. Have to do a loyalty mission or make goods. That one's probably the better option. Promise threats. Yeah, of course it did. You're in a world where every X number of years, the entire world dies, and everybody has to retreat to the safety of the smoldering city. The threat is the world itself. Oh, and deliver that. Oh, and why would it be... Dang it. It does get more people. Yeah, we'll do that one. And we want you over here because we want to get access to more clay. We technically need to start making those now, don't we? I think I said that. Yeah, we don't have enough fields yet, so we'll have to start making more fields. Which means at that point, we may as well make another plantation, because it would be kind of silly at that point to not do that. Hey, Cooks, how's it going, my dude? Which means we'll have to put people in here, specifically making these. Sucks, though, because they're It's a makeshift post. They're literally the worst at it. Looking different tonight. I'm not just a one-trick pony, Cooks. I'm a man of various types of gameplay. Oh, we don't have any planks. Mother hecker, I don't have a choice. I gotta build it. There was never any choice, was there, world? There was never a choice. Yeah, we can't use wood, so we'll have to... Oh, I guess we're making planks. It's the only option we have. Which means we need more paths, because we have to make sure everything is organized nicely. I heard something different from a certain quail. Question mark? I would need more information on what you're saying, Cooks. I am unsure of what you mean. Unless Haya talking mad shit, in which case, yeah, that's on point. Then I will completely agree with what you're saying. No, Haya's known for talking mad shit, so I understand if that's the case. So we want to put you guys up here. Now, you're noticing that I'm moving those. You can move those for free. Houses... There are certain buildings that require certain things. Some buildings don't require any costs to move. Some require a cost, usually wood. And some you can't move. Like, wait, it can be moved for free? Okay, the market you can move for free. I'm sorry that I was about to do a heckin' fib. But, like, the main warehouse, you can't. The hearth, you can't. There are a bunch of, like, bigger buildings that you can't move. Like, that's just how it is. It's got the 1.0 release, indeed. When I first played it, I put 28 hours in, like, 4-5 days. If you enjoy City Builder with, like, roguelite elements, then you'll like it. If you don't like that, then you might not like it. Because those are pretty important mechanics to the game. Okay, we have lots of space for peeps when they show up. I don't know why I always have to have it at this angle. Olive was playing it like this, and it just... It feels wrong to me. It's just like, no. 3/4 angle, always.
Here comes the
Hell yes, Syrinx, thank you for the 20.
20, let's go.
Very much appreciated, my dude. How are you? Oh, we got that completely done, so you guys are going over here. Put you there, so like that. These are unimportant things that I'm doing. Like, you don't really have to put that much work into placing everything. But you can, and therefore I do. Because why wouldn't you? Alright, yeah. Once this next cycle is done, or this next year is done, when we get new peeps, that's when I think we're gonna try to break into one of, like, the scarier glaives. Because we gotta get on that eventually. We can't push it off forever, as much as I would like to. You know. Dare to dream. Because we can't make all of these. Not yet, at least. Oh, we have mushrooms. Go ahead and keep making those. We almost have enough of those to be able to grab the agriculture one. And then we can push back the queen's impatience just a little bit more. Going to lurk? No problem at all, Cooks. You have yourself a good lurk. Have yourself a good rest of your day. to get back to work on some stuff. Ugh, the worst, am I right, fellas? Also, I realized that I missed the head pats. I'm sorry, Avatar. I saw it. You got your damn head pats. Hello, Vitrify. Of course, it's Vitrify that reminds me of head pats of all things, just by throwing things at me. What do you want, Vitrify? And we're back in the bliss. Stroopwafel. And, ooh, coal would be good. Ooh, but insects and cloth would be good too. No, this is the bigger population, and right now population's the important one. ASMR Stroopwafel. Yeah, you get that one time, Blue. In fact, that's all you get. Ooh, secure talons. Every time that you do dangerous, you get access to the essence, which are actually worth a fair bit, so that's probably the right option. All right, we're going to start by stuffing this place full of humans so that we can get access to that. And then I think we're going to dig to this one. This one's actually pretty accessible. So we'll tuk our way, plus, like, we'll clear up that area a little bit as well. No, we don't even need to clear this out anymore. I'm having like my weird little OCD moment where it's just like, no, but it's gotta be all clean, and it's like, no, it doesn't. Stop it. Don't do this. Also, we're gonna switch you back to fell all trees. But specifically aim for these, please, and thank you. Doing well tonight. Hell yeah, Syrinx. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, we're already out of mushrooms again. Oh, there's our lad. What does he have? Biscuits can be made. Every mushroom gathered. Productivity. Not gonna lie, Chad, he's not really bringing anything that great to the table. And he doesn't buy wood, which is actually kind of sad. Very ahead at work, so may get done early. Hell yeah, my dude. Is that a hint? Should I be made aware of that? He doesn't even buy wood. Some places do, Avatar. If you play my style of play where you have like a lot of like woodcutters and you're like constantly like harvesting forest, places like early game when you don't really have access to a lot of coin, like traders that buy lumber are like money. Like it's just like, oh, you have stuff I want, you know, like drop like 50,000 tons of wood on their freaking doorstep, and it's just like, I'll take a couple of things. I gotta get a gym membership, just so that I get to use their sauna. Oh, you're gonna go live that fancy sauna life? Hell yeah, my dude. Live your best life. Wait, also, copper means nothing for me, unfortunately. I wish it did, but it doesn't. And we have a lot of plant fiber, and we're going to be getting a lot more, so... I'm doing this mostly for later stuff. But the extra 16, how could you? I haven't done ASMR on this channel in so long. I've been doing it all on my actual ASMR channel. Shameless plug. Un secondo, please. Need my timer. Need to turn on the disclaimer. Need to put on the thing. All right. Let me grab one gulp of water and then we'll get started. All right. On 3. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to just get a little bit closer to the microphone. And we're just going to talk a little bit softer. while we continue to play this, actually, this makes great ASMR, because I think a lot of people can agree that the sound of rain is actually really enjoyable. So, this combo, oh, we actually have enough of the things, so we don't want to build that anymore. Nice try, nerd. No more of that, please and thank you. But we do need to, do we need to? No. So we're just gonna hit this button and, pow. More people, and people are homeless, which is not good. Building more houses is important in this regard. You've been listening and liking. I'm glad to hear that, not the big boss. I've been trying to do one a week, and it's been an adventure. Beaver houses, taverns, temples. What does this do specifically? Every evening, a glee man tells stories about past glories and times before the Great Civil War. +3 to resolve. That's not bad, but we don't have the population for it right now, so we'll leave that alone. I think the beaver house is probably the best option because we have most beavers. For context, the housing that we have right now is unispecies housing, like it's just basic housing, but you can have species-specific housing, which is more expensive to make and can hold less residents, but it makes that particular population a lot happier to live in. So for instance, we can get the beaver house, which requires planks, which is kind of expensive, but it does make people, or the beavers, happy. And we have 13 beavers at the moment. They are the majority of our population by a small segment. The Mixed Society reminds me of Sticks. Yeah, it's got a similarness to it because you actually need to like adapt accordingly, right? And like I think we're gonna grab this one because it's probably the best option. We're not gonna probably build any quite yet because we don't really have the space for it, or the resources for it rather. But we do have it, which is nice. I think we're about to break into the glade. There it is. Poof. So to start with, we have large clay deposits, which is pretty sweet because one, if you see, it has 60 charges per, which is a lot of charges. Also, 75% per clay to get copper ore, which is not important to us, but it's a trade resource potentially, which is pretty nice. We also have access to just regular clay in the background there. It's mostly a giant clay deposit. Like, this is a lot of clay deposit. But the other thing is there's a medium resource gathering capability, which we don't have any tools for, so we can't send them back, even though we're supposed to do that. Because I think one of our things here says that we get bonuses to doing that. I think. Let me look again. Yeah. Silent looting, specifically. But this one does, if we can break it open, we don't have the resources for it, but if we did, it gives us a bunch of food and a bunch of planks. Also, this is Chocolate Thunder over and out. I did that for almost 5 minutes. I got way too invested in just talking about the game again. But the other big thing is this thing. Every single, Sleep Bits Enjoy. No, Flossie, we're just about to talk about why the dangerous glades are dangerous. But also, please have yourself a good night and please enjoy your sleep. I'm just being sassy because I can be. What's important about the dangerous glades is there's always something here. One thing. In this case, it's the ancient shrine. What happens is, after 12 minutes of it not being adjusted or fixed or whatever, an event happens. In this case, it's Curse of the Forefathers. Disturbing the shrine, disturbing the ruins of the great civilizations can have great consequences. Kill 5 random villagers. We want to avoid that. There you go, Flossie. You already learned what's happening. And have yourself a good night. Thank you so much for stopping by. So, what we need to do is one of the two. We can either loot it, which causes the forest to temporarily get really mad. But in exchange, we get access to sea marrow. We get access to ancient tablets. Ancient tablets are, but how to say it? There are some, what do you call it? Orders that require you to have X amount of them. They're also worth a lot to traders. And in this case, we can get the archaeological tools, which means every time that we discover a new glaive, aka when we break into one, we get access to a bunch of pottery. Now, we have one already. If we get this one, we get 40 every time that we do. Is this important? Probably not. It's neat though if you're trying to do like a big booze build, because you need pottery in order to be able to make booze. So in that particular sense, it's great. What we're going to want to do is excavate. Unfortunately, we don't have the building materials yet. We will get them soon though, because they are right there and we can make them. So we're gonna have Peeps making those. Unfortunately, we don't have the planks for it yet, so we'll have to wait until we get the planks. But we have a fair bit of time still, but we'll use this particularly to get through it. And what we'll do is we'll get some money, and we'll get access to some Queen's Grace, which is good. We like it when the Queen is not mad. Don't know if that's a startling revelation to anybody, but we like that. Also, we're going to move that thing over there so that we shore this up a little bit for more space. We're going to see if we'll have enough to be able to do that quickly, because gosh dang, do we need planks quickly. Gonna head out? No problem at all, Brian. Thanks so much for stopping by. Also, I feel obligated to quickly drop a thing of ads so that people don't get hit by ads. So we're going to do ads. I'm going to keep playing, but I'm just not going to do anything intense during those ads. So if anybody gets hit by ads, I apologize, but we're going to do that now. I just want to keep playing, but I also want to make sure that we're giving a grace period, so I won't do anything intense during the time that the ads play. So I will see you guys in a few moments after the ads. Yeah, nice try, Avatar. We're going to do casual play at the moment. We're not going to do anything intense. We will be activating this regardless, though, as soon as we can. Because, you know, super freaking important that we do. But until then... Oh, we almost have enough planks to do another thinger. Planks, you need to keep working faster. It's very important. Oh yeah, and as you can see, the berries and the fiber is being grown, which is great, except we don't really need the plant fiber that much. So I think for this harvesting season, we're going to turn it off for that one at least. Searings, use subscribe. It's super effective. I'm pretty sure most people here are subscribed. My channel is not that large, and I have a surprising amount of people who are subscribed. So it's kind of like, I'm sure everybody's probably subscribed, but just in case they're not. Oh wait, we don't have any more for that? Oh. Maybe growing the fibers was a good idea. Whoops. We'll get to it. It'll be fine. Actually keeping an eye on the timer now that I think about it. So that I actually can be like, welcome back everybody, or not welcome back everybody. So we have too many people not working. So I think we're going to build another stone harvesting place. get started. Ads are almost done. I'm sorry to everybody who has to deal with the ads. And I appreciate your patience during this time. Or should I say, your call is important to us. Insert really obnoxious generic music here. One of the big reasons why I never want to ever do phone calls. Must get back to work. No problem at all, Syrinx. Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh yeah, I actually need more building stuff for that too. Alright, and ads are over in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, everybody. We have done basically nothing besides made one more woodcutting construction thingy majika bob. We need 2 of those. You're asking a lot, but that is plank increase. Oh, but there's tools. No, no, that's so valuable. Dang it, that's the one I have to do. And dangerous glades, or that's my only option. I know I'm zooming past some of this stuff a little bit rapidly, and I apologize for that. Also, I apologize for randomly just, like, doing this. Just, I have a specific angle I always like to play this game at. I don't know why, but it's like, yeah, this is what it has to be at. And then people are like, why? And it's like, don't freaking worry about it. Also, yes, we can start excavating. There's no suitable trees. Oh! I forgot to turn you into that. But also, you guys have to start cutting more trees. And I think we're going to cut in this direction first. We'll poke into this one, because we'll have access to 2, which is good. Because we do need to keep going, because our queen's impatience is increasing, and we do need to, you know, actually keep in mind that that's the thing that's happening. That is a feature of this game that we need to be paying attention to. So we'll start digging into this area to start with. Shoom, 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 shoom. You do need to keep making that. Well, we're getting more copper, so you can make more. We just need enough building materials to do the Aid the Beaver clan. Once we get that, things will be in a much better position, and then we'll hopefully also be able to get a potential. Game, I'm trying to talk to my chat. We're trying to have a discussion about what to do next. Goodness gracious. Can you believe it? Oh, we do still have some gathering capabilities. I am a fool! Please keep gathering that stuff. Please and thank you. We're back in the storm and somehow have not reached any hostility, which is a miracle. I think it's because I'm playing on settler difficulty. This is the easiest difficulty. I just wanted to do one game in settler difficulty. Just because. I'm not saying it's a good approach, but normally I like to play Pioneer. Pioneer is very doable. Right, something in there is going to give us tools, and we need the tools in order to send that over. Well, I think it's a good approach. I want to play on Pioneer, because Pioneer just makes it that instead of 12, how to say it, people eat more food, and instead of requiring 12 reputation, you need 14 reputation. So it's a little bit more difficult, so you need to be a little bit faster paced on certain things. Not super intense, though. Like, it's still very, very doable. But then anything above that, I know nothing about. I know that there's a new feature that's introduced to it that requires you to build blight posts, which I don't know how they work. I've never used them before. They frighten me. though they shouldn't, because I'm pretty sure that they're pretty much just like, no, you just need to be able to man it, and occasionally something bad pops up out of the ground, and people will just walk over and be like, no, bad stuff, get out of here. And the bad stuff goes, okay, geez, sorry. Pretty sure that's basically what it is. But just in case it's not. Oh, wait, also. Oh, it requires bricks. Yeah, what do bricks require? No, what do bricks require? Could it possibly be clay? What do you have? Ooh, woodcutters work faster or walk faster, and everybody walks faster. And she buys wood. Chat. This is the one. This is where we're going to get all our money. First of all, move faster. Second of all, everything. No, not everything. That would be insane. But a lot of it. And then we'll add that. 18 and buy that. Boom. Easy. So now, everybody moves a little bit faster. Stuff will happen more quickly, which is wonderful. Training yard or ancient. We need the mushrooms. Oh wait, I need to sell more stuff. Hold on. We actually have a thing that we need to like reach, unfortunately. There we go. There's our need, which gives us tools. Oh my god, it's so valuable. Ah! Do the thing. Assign workers. Go do the things. Sorry, this is actually a very important thing. Because this gives us a little bit of money, which is nice, but importantly, it gives us more reputation, which we need in order to push that thing up. Oh, also we did a thing, so we get more things. Oh no, there's the brewery, but the brewery doesn't make wine. Screaming. And this makes level 2 planks, which is pretty good. It's not the lumber mill, though. Heck it. We make a carpenter. We probably need it. Which requires cloth and planks, so you guys are making cloth and planks now. Do we still need? Yeah, we still need a couple of them. And more peeps are coming in. We don't need that. Plant fiber's fine. That one. Sorry, we've got to pick up the pace. We've been on this map for too long. I can see it at everybody's faces. You're getting upset. Woo! Open up a new glade, and there's a special trader there. I do not know how to say his name. Ruenhar? Blightclaw, the hermit. Do not be afraid, stranger. This wood is only hostile to those who look to exploit it. But I'm looking to exploit it. I'm here to steal. Also, oh heck yes, more clay! This is a positive thing. I'm sorry, chat.
Get out.
I'm just getting excited about the game. I'm doing that thing where I'm getting excited and it's not good. Oh, roots. Roots. Start gathering those roots. More food! More food! Always more food! Hey, that's me. That's you? This is you? Avatar, is this you? Are you this boy? Are you the one and only Blightclaw? Master of his race, last of his kind. I should have read that. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh well. Is what it is. Bye. I'm sorry. Oh, I see. Yeah, he's just sitting there like, the woods are only hostile to those who wish to harm it. And it's like, but that's me. That's what I do. I harm the woods. I'm a woods harmer. He kind of looks at you in disbelief, just like, not many are willing to casually share such information. And you're just like, well, you haven't met the likes of me then, have you? That's what makes me more trustworthy than the other exploiters. I'm honest about what I do. Why was there a platoon? Oh, we've reached another milestone for you. You're at 6, and we're at 6.25. All right, we're ahead of the curve at the moment. Kinda. Not in like a, we can rest on our laurels and feel comfy and cozy. No, no. Nowhere near such things. The opposite, honestly. We need to get our asses in gear and start making some progress. Hey, TK, how's it going, my dude? Wait, do we have... No, but you're making some. Soon as you make some, deliver it. Deliver it immediately so that we can finish off that one thing. He's doing it. He's dropping it off. Boom. Click the thing. Bam! Beavers are happy lads now. Preserver, Weaver. Ah, crap. Not helpful right now. Weaver would be helpful, though. Oh, and you have the stuff we need. And then from there, we can actually build the Weaver. That will get us the ability to make cloth without using this terrible, terrible system. And you're built now, which means we don't need you to do that anymore. This is actually quite good, because we can basically leave the old tech behind in favor of new tech. Very important. Buzz Buzz. Who dares? Who be frickin' buzzing on my door right now? Oh, actually, no, that makes sense. No further questions. Voila. You can't make those, and you can't use it out of all the stuff. There we go. All right, so we can now make cloth and planks at a much more reasonable rate, which means that I guess we can now start making some actual beaver houses, which would be pretty freaking cool. Hello. I don't know. Maybe that's just cool to me, but... Food production... How much wine do we need? 20. We're gonna cheat the system and just buy the wine. Bam, 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 lol. Thank you, Zorg. We did it. We cheated the system. Now, because we're making reasonable amounts, we can do that, which will be just enough housing for everybody. Don't worry, it all makes sense. I swear I'm not cheating right now. It's like the opposite of cheating. Not what I meant to do. We need to be right there. start cutting in this direction because we need more room for houses. Though technically speaking, I think we have the ability to make another hearth. Kinda. We can build it like right here once the stuff has been done. Why are you still an ad screen? We shouldn't be. My ad screen should be done. Never mind, just my tablet. Okay, I was like, it says that I don't have any pre-rolls for another 45 minutes. Oh wait, we have so many workers. Why are we not just going full tear those resources apart mode? We have also so many people right now. We have 18 people who are just literally like, yeah, give me a job and I'll do it. It's just like, then we will. We don't have the planks for it yet, but we will. Okay, no problem at all, Solarcy. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have yourself a good night. I hope that your weekend goes as well as your week has been. And have fun, you silly nerd. You silly Sally. Yeah, okay. Yeah. We're making progress, chat. I'm actually very excited about this. I shouldn't be so excited, but I am. Like I said, I do genuinely love this game. Like it provides me much joy and many happy. Because it's just like, how to say it, like, it's a roguelite, so obviously you need to be paying attention to stuff, but like on lower difficulties, if you just want to like build a little place and just like enjoy having like a relatively simple success, it's great. And if you want to increase the difficulty, you can. The thing is, though, is to actually get to later parts of the game, you have to start playing more difficult. But I think that this is one of those games where, like, as you play, you're just going to naturally get better at it. Like, me playing Settler difficulty, which is, like, easy difficulty, like, this is very, very easy. Like, I'm making some silly mistakes that, like, I can fix in time, but they're not going to, like, destroy my hopes. Like, look at this. I'm at 8.25 reputation, and we've reduced it back down to 5.5. Like, I'm in a very, very good position right now. But at later, harder difficulties, I'd actually have to be like, okay, I actually need to, like, you know, smarten up a little bit. I need to start putting some time and effort into this. I need to actually plan things out. And if things don't work, I need to adapt. Probably quickly. But that's part of the fun. Oh, I love the fact, by the way, that the trees here, each tree has 2 charges, 100% chance of, like, you get wood, plus 100% chance of more wood, 15% chance of tree resin, 10% chance of plant fibers, and 5% chance per tap of an egg. I love that. Just like, oh, we found eggs. Like, oh, we bumped into the egg nest. Oh, and we're on our last order pickings. Discover glades. Well, that's a no-brainer because we're going to be cutting down more glades. So that one's actually just a simple one. And the other one is fields and that. And we can't do that one. So it's basically the only option is that one, which means we need to do more of those. I don't think we have anything else that can do it at the moment. So yeah, you're the one, unfortunately, who's going to be making those. I don't think we need any more of those boxes anymore, do we? don't. Good. Good. There we go. The day is upon us once more. Cooking, steam. This one's actually neat. I haven't gotten a chance to try it before, but it's neat. But we don't really have any like cooking stuff in the background at the moment, so it's not really important. Whereas survivor bonding, I think that might also be called trauma bonding. The people in your settlement have survived many hardships, bringing them closer together. 10% villagers speed, and 1 resolve. That one's just a really good one to have no matter what. I'm gonna go pick up my wife from work. And if I don't make it back in time, have a good stream. And thank you so much, not the big boss. Please have yourself a good trip, a good and safe trip. Hello to the wife for me, if at all possible. If that's not crossing a boundary, if it is, I'm so sorry. And if you're not back by the time I'm done, then you have yourself a great rest of your night too. Not the button I meant to click. Ooh, and we get more peeps. Grab the mushrooms. But we have too many people again. The population grows at an unsettlingly fast pace. We'll make... Technically, no, we need to build 2. Ah, the heck with it. Beavers, you're lucky I like you. Build more beaver houses. Also, on a side note, I love the different look. Like, look at the beaver house. Like, it's made out of planks, but, like, it's very, very beaver-esque. And I love it. The little round door, like, almost every single part of it is made out of, like, logs. A couple of rocks at the top with some moss and, like, shrubs. Love it. Such a nice look. And ba-doom-doom-doom. There we go. Speed. Efficiency. That's what you find here at WillSleepsNot Co. Nailed it. Crushed it. Furniture addition resolve with those who have a house. That's pretty good, honestly. 25 of those. How do we have 25? Only 25. Hold on. What do we need in order to make those? We need roots. Oh, actually, we have a bunch of both. We're actually good. Heck it. Build it. I'll grab this one just for the extra resolve for people. For those who have a house, they get +1 resolve. Isn't that nice? You just feel a little bit more at home when you have a home, you know? I actually don't want those there yet. Move you a bit closer. Do it like this. We'll almost get into that glade and then we'll hit this glade. I don't think this one has. It can't, I think. Oh, it does! A forbidden glade. Maybe we'll knock one of those down before we end stream. Just be like, heck it, let's see what's in there. These are the crown sends a warning about this glade. It's very dangerous and requires a lot of resources to explore, but contains great amounts of treasure. Ooh, ah. How scary, how dangerous, how daring. What do we got here? Abandoned, broccoli, and more stuffs. We don't want any of the materials, so we're sending them in and sending them out. We know what we're doing, chat. We know what's up. We've known all along, haven't we? Oh, you're gathering roots at the moment. Yes, yes, yes. And then afterwards, we'll send you over to the broccoli. Wait, we opened up another one? Oh, hell yeah. And it's... Oh, eggs! We don't have eggs yet. We haven't made a small trapper yet. Just a couple of stacks of eggs that we're just slowly going to tear off. I love the fact, too. Drizzlewing nest small. Every charge gets you 1 egg. And a 20% chance of getting meat. I guess that implies that Mum comes back. And they're just like, oh, crab. Gotta love when it's so easy to gather resources that you don't even have to work for it anymore. Says the workers casually. There we go. And then we cut this all down. Going into the dangerous areas once more. There we go. We're actually putting people to work again. To quote the blacksmith from Diablo 3, it's good to work again. A very particular quote, I know. What a good one, I'd say. Yeah, there we go. We'll be digging our way over to there in no time. We've cut down We've cut down all the stone. I'm very good at sentences. Please hold your applause until the end of the show. The stone has been felled. The stone has been defeated. Well, clay, but tomato, tomato, I think, in this particular regard. It still requires the stone cutter's camp in order to get. Let's get that done. We still got a bunch of workers that are free. You guys have time. If a woodcutter is a lumberjack, then a stone cutter is a stone jack. And a clay jack. And a bow cutter would be a bowjack. Horseman. Bowjack Horseman was a Fletcher. Confirmed. Hold on. My model is incorrect and it's bothering me. There we go. Then obviously some random commentary about how frickin' I don't know, JFK was an inside job. Oh, we have 2 abandoned caches here and another ancient shrine, but this time we've got tools, but also we're going to need tools for these. Ooh, that is going to be a complicated situation. I think we're actually going to bite the bullet and loot the place. We're doing it. We're gambling and we're going to win. Don't question it, chat. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. Stop fighting me on this. Go, 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 go. Cut there. Up. See, they're already bringing the resources in. They're prepping up. They're prepping. They're ready. It's going to be the smoothest action that you've ever seen. How is our stuff's doing? Oh, we're doing great for that. In terms of wood, we are just swimming in wood. Even after we've sold, I don't know how much, we still have like 800 wood. I think I've sold almost like 700 or 800 at this point. That little early one, where was he now? The Woodcutter's Prayer. I think the Woodcutter's Prayer was actually a good choice. Which means it's finally time to build the kiln. Which we can't do at the moment because we don't have any bricks. Wait. Didn't I buy the brick layer or whatever? Yeah, the brickyard. Yeah. I can make the brickyard. We just haven't built it yet. But we can now. We have the technology. Sorry, I'm getting giddy. Getting to play this game again is wonderful. Oh, and these are actually level 2 stuff. Ooh, baby. Lots of resources. A lot of things are happening at once right now. 1 second. There we go. We got more stuff. Ooh, we can make lizard houses, and we're just about to get the bricks, so that's probably the best option for us, so we're going to do that. Yeah, with the brick layer. Oh, we just got a bunch of stuff, actually. Hold on. You can stop making those. Goodbye. Boop, 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 boop. So we start with... Oh, I think we won the game. We did. Boom. Boom. Settlement complete. The settlement's position has been secured. You can now choose to leave or continue to play on this map, but any additional deeds won't be completed, and it will not earn you any extra experience or points for the Citadel's resources. So we get 14 food stocks and a single seal fragment. We also unlock the following deeds. First step, the first wheel expedition. Discovery 1, rolling in wealth. Taking action, rolling in wealth 2. Big settlement. No deaths and no strangers. Return to world map. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is essentially the game. From here, you have to build from the settlement that you already have, because you're basically taking an exhibition from the settlement itself, so you can go in the multitude of directions. And of course, because we've gone this way, we've actually unlocked some things. You know, we've uncovered new things, like we have an abandoned settlement over here. But it would be best to go in this direction, just start pushing immediately southward. Also, we have more resources now, so we can go in here and go buy upgrades. And we can either grab this bad boy, or we can grab that bad boy. We can afford one or the other. We can't afford both because we do not have the points for it. And this one's pretty nice, but we don't have access to one of my favorite things yet. Oh wait, we might have access. Hold on. Deeds. We now have access to stuff. For instance, we now have access to the Viceroy's quarters. So let's go check the Viceroy's quarters, because there it is. There's a little house. A little place where we get to sit down and relax from the world, and we go inside. You are about to meet Aunt Lori. What is your relation to her? Niece or nephew? We're a nephew. I know who I am, chat. Viceroy's quarters are what I used to play Metal Slug at the Italian restaurant. I don't understand. I require more information. Also, wee woo. As soon as you step into your new home, you notice a richly clothed woman standing by the window, her gaze fixed on the citadel. Hi, or hey, Auntie. There's our aunt, Aunt Lori. An arcade game. I put quarters in it. Oh, Well done. That was a thinking man's joke. Jesus. I don't know if the microphone's picking that up, but they were not letting that bad boy pass by the sound of it. Lori looks around the empty room. Well, isn't this a nice house? Back in my day, fresh viceroys would sleep on the floor of the Svur Tavern. How was your training? I'm still confused. I know, dear. There's a lot to take in at once. So many new things, so little time. Take your time. The door is still shut. Kingdom Hearts reference. Got him. Sorry. Lori exhales softly. Learning can feel like climbing a mountain. I promised my sister I would look after you, and I plan to keep that promise. As a member of the Queen's Hand, there is much I can teach you, but knowledge is of no value unless you put it into practice. For now, focus on exploration. Try new things. Venture into uncharted territory. That's it. We immediately leave our house again. Thumbs up. Deed. So we have discovered 10 blades, which gives us experience points. And then we did our first real expedition. Win a game in the Royal Forest biome on the Settlers difficulty or higher. I should have played on the second high or the second difficulty. But still, we did it. More XP. And then we traded goods worth 50 Ember. Level 2. Immediately start leveling things up, including one of my more favorite things, paved roads. Infrastructure. Ooh, is there anything more titillating? Also, because we reached level 3, we get access to new upgrades at the Citadel, which is really sweet. We get access to the Scribe, the Cellar, which makes wine. We get access to the paved road, which, though it requires stone, it grants 15% movement speed rather than the 5 from regular dirt roads. We get access to old Furloof. He's one of the traders that shows up. He trades metal, fuel, tools, building materials, and a number of blueprints and perks. We get the overindulgent woodworker, which is actually kind of a cool one. There's a bunch of cornerstone stuff that's actually really neat, like this one. Every time that you make 10 planks, you also create 3 barrels, which is fantastic. Like, there's a lot of cool synergy stuff like this when you can't get access to certain things. Like, if you just can't seem to draw the card that gets you access to barrels, but you have access to something like the cellar that lets you make wine, this is something where you can be like, hey, I got access to, like, let's say the lumber mill, so I can make a lot of planks, but I just can't seem to get a building that lets me make barrels. Well, just put your heart and soul into making planks and you can get the barrels you need in order to make the wine in the cellar. And then the other one is trade logs, detailed notes on different traders and their wares. Adds 1 additional active trade route slot. Traders will arrive 25% quicker. This is a pretty nice one if you have access to trade routes, because the active extra trade routes gives you a lot more options and can make you money faster. Now, we also have taking action. Win a game after completing 5 glade events, which we did because we're champions. High Roller 2. We sold 200 or traded goods worth 200 Ember, which gave us a bunch of more experience. We had a big civilization. We had 40 people in it. So we got access to a lamp. Not really important. It's more for people who enjoy decorating a little bit. It is important for the hearth because there are different types of things that the hearth requires as it gains levels. Like, it starts with comfort, and then I believe once you reach level 1, you'll start needing I see the word, I can read the word, aesthetics. You'll start needing 4 aesthetics. So now you get more options. No deaths, win without dying. Anybody dying? Hell yeah. And then, no strangers, win without completing any encampment events. I don't know what encampment events are. So, yay, we did it. Level 4. Which gives us a lot of stuff. More Citadel upgrades. We get access to the Guild Hall, which is pretty good if I recall correctly. The Guild Hall is really good for Mercantile, because it has a bunch of stuff in it that's just like, yeah, like you get bonuses to income, and like trade stuff requires less things, etc. There's the clan. And then there's the distillery, where we can make wine and barrels. Also, filling dish. Porridge production increased +1 per every 150 units of drizzle water produced, which is a thing that we didn't get into for our little play session. Rebellious spirits. The people are feeling oddly rebellious. +1 global resolve for every impatient point. For every 2 impatient points. Every time a villager leaves or dies, the impatient points increase by an additional 0.2. It's a little bit more of a dangerous gameplay, but it's great for resolve. And then Safe Haven. Hostility is reduced by 40 for every hearth that is upgraded to Neighborhood, which is the level 2 or higher, which is pretty sweet if you do big expanse building. But yeah, a lot of stuff. Very good, very cool. Let me sit here for a short while. Hold on, I want to just make sure if this is how it goes. Okay, yeah, you can ask her questions and she'll tell you about it. I heard the folks talk about Rainpunk. What is it? Rainpunk is the technology that fuels most of our advanced machines and buildings. Only the most experienced viceroys have access to it. Permission to use it can be obtained at the Obsidian Archive. Now tell me, have you used a rain collector before? Okay, well, I have specifically, but technically we haven't. No, I thought they were useless. Just because something doesn't work like you want it to doesn't mean it's useless. You can use rain collectors too. Well, collect rainwater. The type of water depends on the season. 3 seasons make 3 different types of rainwater in total. Later on, you can use the rain to power rain engines, but even without them, rainwater can still be useful. There are multiple recipes and events which require some hefty amounts of rainwater. It's never a bad idea to keep your tanks at least half full. There you go. Amazing. Amazing! We unfortunately don't have the... Oh, we do have the ability to buy some more. I don't know how we have more resources, but we do. Which is the one that I wanted? Unless we don't have access to that yet. That's the one. We're 4 resources short, unfortunately. But that's the one that allows trade routes, which is actually very, very nice. Base movement speed. I want that one. I just want that stone at the beginning. The stone is just too valuable. But there's no way in heck we're going to make any real progress between now and the half-an-hour mark. Or between now and a half an hour from now. So I am going to tap for the night. I hope that people did enjoy playing. Also, one last thing. At the bottom here, this is how long it took us from the beginning of a new cycle till now. We were Amberstone, which actually is pretty good wording because we did sell a lot of stuff. But as time passes in the actual game itself, like when we're building, it passes in the overworld. If we make it to close to here, this is when the next Blightstorm happens. We have a time limit between starting and getting to this point. If we make it here, and we've only reached here, we're not making it. It's just not going to happen. The Blightstorm will come, and we will need to quit and start anew. Totally fell asleep in the middle of the stream. That's totally fine, Ariane. Absolutely no judgment towards that. Also, there's a freaking cathedral over there? How did we unlock a cathedral? What is the cathedral? Is this the cathedral? Oh, it's the monastery. Oh, as we pick up these particular ones. Oh. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. I'm realizing a lot of things at the moment. More things than I thought. But yes, there we go, everyone. I don't know if I'll be streaming this game again. I just wanted to play it on stream for today. I had a hankering. I needed that joy. Oh, also, I love this. So, this is a coral forest. It has the following. Oh, we don't have to worry about that. So we have diverse flora. Vegetation has mutated into unique strands. Each type of tree provides district bonus resources, which is pretty neat. A lot of thinking, hey, Geekbot, how's it going, my dude? But also, I love this. Inspiring pressure. The forest is as scary as it is beautiful. Villagers have a 3% higher chance to produce double yield for every hostility level. So there's a bonus to letting your hostility build. In exchange, it's a risk reward. You have less resolve, and there's certain things potentially in the game that can actually be very dangerous to do that with. But that 3% chance, you're gathering a lot of resources and producing a lot of resources. And every time you do that, 3% chance, which is pretty nice. Whereas this place, what is this place called again, just so I'm clear? It is the Cursed Royal Forest. The Cursed Battlefield. The forest has reshaped itself. It is impossible to recognize the danger of the glades, which are now all the same size. You can't tell what glade you're going into when you first crack it open. So you gotta be a lot more cautious with your movements. Restless spirits. This land has seen a lot of bloodshed during the Great Civil War. Restless spirits are found in the forest. It's considered a green, but I don't know how positive it might actually be. And I hope that life has been treating you well, Geekbot. In fact, it better be. If not, I'll beat up life for you. Bam! Bam, 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 bam! But anyway, enough about my freaking silly ramblings. I'm sorry. We are going to go ahead and end for the evening. Oh, God. Everyone and their mother is streaming right now. What to heck? Why is everybody streaming today? I know who we're rating. Since it's an off stream, I don't feel bad about being the person who's like, yeah. Then I won't say it. Lol. I get to choose where we go today, chat, and we're gonna go support Coach Dorn. He is currently playing RoboCop Rogue City, which I know nothing about, unfortunately, besides the fact that it's a RoboCop game. So we're going to raid Coach Dorn. Raid S, raid F. And thank you, Geekbot, for being here. And thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for being here on this impromptu stream where I just had a sudden desire to play a game on stream for whatever reason. Will I do this again? Probably not, but who knows? Maybe I will. But, everybody, thank you so much for sticking around. Whether you were chatting, whether you were lurking, whether you just popped in and out, know that you were super appreciated. If you are subscribed, please use the top rate message. If you are not subscribed, please use the bottom rate message. I hope that you guys are having a great day, afternoon, evening, or night, whatever time might happen to be for you. I hope that you guys are taking care of yourselves. What Stream Elements said, make sure you guys are taking care of yourself, reminding yourself to stay healthy and hydrated and snacking and stretching, etc. I hope that you guys I hope that you guys are taking care of yourselves. I hope they're drinking plenty of water. And when you finally do sleep, whatever time might happen to be for you, I hope that you have a very restful sleep. I will see you guys over at Dorn's, and I will see you guys tomorrow for an art stream. I will see you guys then. Oh, sorry. Thank you, bedheads and sleepy breads, so much for sticking around, and I will see you at the next sleepover. Bye-bye, everybody.